I don't want to disrespect Artur Beterbiev. They're two of the greatest fighters of our generation. You saw the body language. They were in the corner. They knew they'd lost the fight. 116, 112 to Artur Beterbiev. You gave Dmitry Bivol 4 rounds. They gave Bivol. This is a joke.
That was fun.
It's a 7-5, 8-4 fight to Dmitry Bivol. He was cruising the fight. He gave up some rounds at the end of the fight. They knew the body language. They're telling him in the corner, you have to knock him out
at the end of the
fight. You have to knock him out to win the fight.
We sat when we were sitting.
You know, he's.
And might you be trying to get a rematch?
He was robbed of the Undisputed Championship tonight. Because when you get deserves like that, 116, 112.
He deserves the rematch.
I cannot believe you give Dmitry Bivol.
And I've got to be honest, if I was in his position, I'd be upset. I mean, I did before you got here. I felt he did one. I never won by a couple of rounds.
Personally, I thought Dmitry nicked that. I thought Bivol nicked that.
I've got to be honest, I thought it was a close fight, but I thought Bivol nicked it. I did myself.
I mean, it was a close fight.
It was a close fight, but I did think Bivol won it.
Okay. How did you have it, Frank? Did you score it?
I had a couple of rounds. I had him up by a couple of rounds. Sorry, I had him up by a couple of rounds.
Okay. A fascinating fight, though.
It's a great fight. I mean, really good, keenly fought contest, and both of them really give everything they had.
How tough was this fight?
I don't know. At this time, I'm neutral in it, to be honest. I mean, I've not got any interest. I did think Bivol just won it.
What was His Excellency saying? Does he want a rematch? What does he want?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to him. I'm sure he will do. That's for sure.
You know, we forget. I talked about it earlier. Beterbiev, yeah, the other guy looks more polished than he is, and more dimensional, and he is. But never sleep on Beterbiev technically being sound, because he is. He's covered up, he's buttoned up, comes in the right way, behind the jab, a strong jab, a hard jab. I was surprised Beterbiev didn't go to body more early. But you know what? As soon as I got surprised, what did he do? He went to the body late, and it made a difference. It took some of the air out of the tire of Bivol and made him stand in front a little too much. But a lot of heart by Bivol, both guys. Bivol went to the body more up until the end than Beterbiev was, believe it or not. But a tremendous fight, a fight that was fitting of a unification fight of two great fighters.
Put a pin hands to score that fight. Like Beterbiev put it in the fight. I was seeing people online saying Bivol won it. People I know who were watching the fight on TV said Bivol won it. Beterbiev winning the fight. I think Bivol started off fast, wasn't early runs, started slowing down then. Beterbiev started really top. I think a rematch is granted. Yeah, definitely. I don't think it goes any other way. I think Beterbiev just puts applies pressure and cuts his point down. Great.
Was you confident going into the last round?
Listen, that was a kind of mix. We know that was a very, very close fight. But I told Artur, like, we need knockout, we need to go. Because when he put pressure on him, he was alone. And it's exactly what I want to create, like some emotion. Let's stay with him. And I think we win the 2 last round and win the fight.
How did you score it yourself?
Very close. At the end, I was not sure. Like maybe draw, maybe a win, maybe. That was a very close fight, but we win the second part of the fight, of course.
Listen, I'm not gonna jump. But what a fight that was, honestly. As a boxing fan, to see two great fighters, I mean, wow. I mean, look, I've not seen a fight like that for a very, very long time. Both guys were punch perfect, to cut the ring well. But one thing about Bivol, I've seen him fight before, and I had him winning this fight before watching it. But it's the first time I've seen Artur fight, and what a beast he is. I mean, the guy was punch perfect, solid, took some big shots, but came back stronger and came back with some bigger shots back. I mean, punch perfect style.
No, you could. It's fun. I've got a mic here. I had him up personally, just Bivol. How did you have it?
Up to round 10, I had it even. It was the last 2 rounds that won the fight for Artur. It was them championship rounds which won him the fight, and he pulled through. He put the pressure on Bivol, kept him on the back foot, and it was hurting him. I mean, he did catch him with some very hard, big shots. So I think the last 2 rounds won him the fight.
I was surprised by the decision, but just
a joke.
Say that again.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
They knew. They told him in the 10th round, you have to knock him out to win this fight.
Who told him, the corner?
Yeah, it's on TV.
Yeah.
They're all standing in the corner. The fight's over. We're in the Bivol's corner. I'm looking around. They are like this. How could you score that fight 8-4 to Artur Beterbiev? Unbelievable. Terrible decision. Terrible decision.
What can be done? What are you guys gonna do to?
Listen, hopefully His Excellency will do the decent thing and give both Bivol a rematch. It was a masterclass performance in what was an amazing fight. I don't want to disrespect Artur Beterbiev because he's an incredible champion, but he did not win that fight. Dmitry Bivol won that fight. Yeah, look, we've seen it before, haven't we? But you just hope that it doesn't happen in a fight of this magnitude. I turned to Frank, His Excellency, everybody on the road behind, got to the TV row, and everybody said, Bivol 2, Bivol 3, Bivol 1. I couldn't even find a draw.
Was one of them 116, 112 to Beterbiev?
116, 112 is, how can you give Dmitry Bivol 4 rounds in that fight? He controlled the fight. Listen, he got buzzed in the fight, he buzzed Artur Beterbiev, and no disrespect to Artur Beterbiev, who is an amazing fighter, and it was an incredible fight to watch. I just feel gutted for the kid, because that's a lifetime of work where he should be walking out of that ring as undisputed world champion.
Do we get this rematch on? Does he deserve it,
His
Bivol?
Excellency said, wrong decision, I'll do a rematch. So, fingers crossed, he'll keep to his word and we'll see it in the early new year.
Well done on beating Frank tonight.
Well, I don't think we're ever going to find out, are we? Because he doesn't fancy the fight. You know that, and I know that, and you can see why. I thought he'd done what he had to do with an opponent. He had in trouble in the first round. The Polish guy, gutsy, but was never going to win the fight. But I thought Eubanks looked very average.
Guys, I don't have any excuses. I don't have belts. I didn't win the fight. It means I just want a rematch, and that's it. I want to get another chance if it's possible. I could be better, I know.
Yeah, he did good job. I don't know how he measure his work. I mean, good or not. But I am not bad boxer. I did not bad work. But I think Mark, my coach, my team will prove my. I did what we prepared. I did some part of this work, not all the work. I don't know why. If be honest, I always more critic of myself. And even all my last 20 fights, because of luck, I win them by KO. I'm always complain about my skills, performance, That's why I don't like what I did. I mean, I want to do more, better, always.
I want to say thank you everybody who was supporting me, who believed in my skills, and I want to say sorry that I didn't do perfect and I didn't get my belts, but I hope I will have a chance. How Edia saying, how His Excellency told that he wants to make it, and I hope I will do better. I hope I will try to be better.
Fabio Wardley, sensational.
I mean, look, that was just unbelievable. 2 shots. First one sent him up, hurt him. That last one, that absolutely knocked him sensible. He was out on his feet. Absolutely out.
Все замерли, охренеть.
Все замерли. Мы все замерли.
Артур молится. Блядь, честно? Так тебе и надо, дебил. Вы испугались? Знаете, что обидно? Артур! Да! Потому что карма настигла Бивола. Иди к своей мармаре. Вот мое истинное лицо. Нет, честно, иди к мармарихе! Я была права!
Clash of Titans has finally come to a close, and the boxing world is buzzing. Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol put everything on the line in a bout that will be remembered for years. But the fight wasn't the only story. Reactions are pouring in from fans, fighters, and analysts alike. Who's celebrating? Who's frustrated? And what does this fight mean for the future of boxing's light heavyweight division? Now, let's have the raw and unfiltered post-fight reactions to this epic showdown. Before the fight, the boxing world was divided, with experts and analysts weighing in on who would come out on top. Some predicted Beterbiev's relentless power would be too much for Bivol, while others believed Bivol's precision and ring IQ would outclass the knockout artist. Let's take a quick look at what the top analysts had to say before these two champions stepped into the ring. Even before the fight, Eddie Hearn had a clear understanding of what it would take to beat a relentless force like Beterbiev. Eddie remarked, "I mean, look, it is a 50-50 fight. I think there's no doubt about that. For Bivol to beat Beterbiev, you have to do so many things right, but your footwork has to be incredible. Your output has to be great." In his pre-fight analysis, Hearn called it a 50-50 fight, highlighting how Bivol would need to execute nearly everything perfectly to come out on top. He emphasized the importance of footwork, high output, and power to earn Beterbiev's respect. He also noted, "You need to punch hard enough to get the respect, but you've got to be so clever with it, you know? Because if you don't stop Beterbiev, he's gonna keep coming. Keep coming." Now, after the dust has settled, we see just how accurate those words were. Another intriguing pre-fight take came from boxing analyst Johnny Ortiz. His thoughts reflected a shift in perception that many in the boxing community were feeling about Beterbiev's age and Bivol's evolving skill set. Ortiz admitted that while he once leaned towards Beterbiev in the past, the passing years had begun to reveal some vulnerabilities in the Russian powerhouse. Ortiz stated, "Like I said before, if it was 5 years ago, I was kind of leaning towards Beterbiev, but I think the age is starting to show. Right now, I'm gonna lean towards Bivol. I think Bivol is more of a fundamental technician. If Beterbiev doesn't get hurt and establishes his jab, he could win, but it's going to be tough." Ortiz's analysis pointed to the key factors that many believed would define the fight: Bivol's technical precision versus Beterbiev's physical pressure. The question of whether age had finally caught up with Beterbiev loomed large, especially with Bivol's impressive rise as a tactical genius in the ring. Now that we've seen the fight, Ortiz's prediction on the potential impact of age and fundamentals proved to be more insightful than ever. Oscar De La Hoya, a boxing legend himself, offered an interesting perspective leading up to the Beterbiev versus Bivol showdown. De La Hoya highlighted Bivol's technical skills and footwork as potential game changers in a fight against the relentless power of Beterbiev. He saw Bivol's ability to box smartly as the key advantage in this clash of styles. Oscar stated in an interview, "It's a very unique style. I would have to give Dmitry Bivol the advantage here a little bit because he has better footwork. You know, Beterbiev kind of just stalks you down, and with Bivol, he's just like constantly BBB, you know? I love that. He's a good boxer, man, with power and skill." De La Hoya's comments reflect the consensus among many experts who believe that Bivol's technical edge would give him an upper hand against the pressure of Beterbiev. The ability to evade and counter with effective footwork was seen as a critical factor that could frustrate Beterbiev's relentless pursuit. However, De La Hoya also recognized that this fight could still go either way. He pointed out that Beterbiev's toughness and chin might play a crucial role, suggesting that if Bivol couldn't neutralize Beterbiev's power early on, the fight could swing in Beterbiev's favor. The first few rounds would be critical in determining who sets the tone. He also noted, "It's a tough fight to call, but I'm going to have to give Dmitry the advantage. I think it's all about respect in the first few rounds, how he's going to take Beterbiev's punch. If he has a chin, I think Beterbiev has a better chin. For some reason, I just feel that. But if Bivol can catch him, offset him, get him off balance with his footwork, it could be a long night for Beterbiev." De La Hoya's analysis added another layer to the pre-fight discussion, raising the question of whether Bivol could use his footwork to control the pace of the fight, or if Beterbiev's chin and durability would ultimately wear him down. Now that the fight is over, we can see how those early predictions played out inside the ring. Boxing trainer Greg Hackett had an intriguing take on how the fight between Bivol and Beterbiev would unfold. While many analysts leaned towards Bivol Bivol's technical skills, Hackett predicted a more dramatic narrative, suggesting that Bivol would dominate the early rounds, but eventually succumb to Beterbiev's relentless pressure later in the fight. He said even before the clash, Bivol is going to look great early. He might even get Beterbiev to the point where people think he's going to stop him, but Beterbiev is going to stop him later in the fight, between rounds 9 and 11. You know what I'm saying? Hackett's prediction set the stage for a classic boxing tale, the skilled technician versus the relentless puncher. He believed that while Bivol would impress early with his movement and skill, Beterbiev's endurance and knockout power would eventually wear him down as the fight progressed. Now that we've seen the fight play out, Hackett's analysis offers an interesting contrast to the final result. Hackett's analysis didn't just focus on the technical aspects of the fight, he also believed that Beterbiev's mindset and toughness would play a crucial role. To Hackett, the fight wasn't just about skill, but about determination, grit, and who could impose their will in the ring. Hackett also noted, "I think Bivol is a great fighter, but I just think Beterbiev is a meaner fighter, a tougher fighter. You know what I mean? And I think he's real determined, super determined. That's what you gotta have to be a champion at anything. Bivol is true, but I think Beterbiev is just a different animal." Hackett saw Beterbiev as more than just a boxer. He was a force of nature, driven by an unrelenting will to win. This idea of Beterbiev being a different animal speaks to the psychological edge Hackett believed Beterbiev held over Bivol. Now that the fight is over, we can assess whether this determination played the role Hackett expected. Rising star Jaron Boots Ennis also shared his excitement about the Beterbiev versus Bivol matchup, predicting that the fight would deliver action and surprises. Ennis, known for his own aggressive style, saw the potential for a dramatic and thrilling contest between two elite fighters. Ennis remarked before the fight, "Yeah, it's the perfect fight. I think it's going to make for a phenomenal fight. It's going to be a banger, you know." Ennis captured the anticipation many fans felt leading into the bout. With both fighters known for their elite skills and power, the expectation was that this fight would be an all-out war, a banger that could have huge moments from start to finish. But Ennis also left room for the possibility of an unexpected twist, hinting that the outcome might surprise everyone. In a fight of this magnitude, he suggested that there could be more than meets the eye. He also shared his perspective of this fight as he was unsure of the results. "And I think it might be a surprise, you know. You never know. It might be a surprise in this fight, you know, we'll see." Ennis's comments built intrigue around the fight, leaving fans wondering if there would be a shocking outcome or an unexpected turn of events. Now that the fight has played out, we can reflect on whether it delivered the surprises Ennis anticipated. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. weighed in on the fight, offering a balanced perspective on both fighters' strengths. While he leaned slightly in favor of Bivol due to his technical prowess, Jones acknowledged the ever-present danger of Beterbiev's incredible punching power. He said, "I think Bivol has the better opportunity or the better chances going in because he's more of a boxer who also can punch, but Beterbiev is one of the best punchers that this world is probably ever gonna see for his weight class, so he's always dangerous." Jones captured the essence of the fight, a classic matchup of boxer versus puncher. While Bivol's technical ability gave him an edge, the unpredictability of Beterbiev's power kept fans on edge. Now that the fight is over, we can see how those dynamics played out and whether Jones's insight on the danger of Beterbiev's power rang true. Veteran promoter Bob Arum also shared his thoughts before the highly anticipated clash, expressing confidence in Beterbiev's knockout power. Arum acknowledged Bivol's talent, but emphasized that Beterbiev's track record of stopping opponents made him a dangerous contender no matter who he faced. Arum noted, "Bivol is a really good fighter, but you know Beterbiev's been in with really good fighters, and he's managed to knock everybody out. I'm delighted that the public will be able to see this fight without putting up any money." Arum highlighted a key factor that had many leaning towards Beterbiev, his perfect knockout streak. He believed that regardless of how skilled Bivol was, Beterbiev's history of overpowering even top-tier fighters would make him a major threat. Now that the fight is behind us, Arum's confidence in Beterbiev's knockout ability can be reassessed as we analyze how the fight unfolded. Renowned boxing commentator Jim Lampley also weighed in on the fight, sharing his insights on both fighters. Lampley expressed his confidence in Bivol, citing his preparation and technical skills as key advantages. While acknowledging Beterbiev's power, he highlighted the historical success of skilled technicians against powerful punchers. Lampley stated, "And I also know Bivol very well, and I know how he prepares, and I have tremendous confidence in him and always have. I don't know Beterbiev all that well. I do think he's a monster puncher, but great technicians have beaten monster punchers many times in the past, and until proven otherwise, I favor Bivol in the fight. Lampley's analysis underscored a fundamental boxing principle. Technique often prevails over brute force. His confidence in Bivol's preparation and skill set positioned him as a potential victor against Beterbiev's raw power. As we reflect on the fight's outcome, Lampley's faith in Bivol's abilities offers an intriguing lens through which to evaluate how the match played out. As the excitement settles from this epic fight, the reactions are pouring in, showing just how important this matchup was. Artur Beterbiev, known for his powerful punches, faced Dmitry Bivol, a smart and skilled boxer. In the end, Bivol's quick footwork and sharp counterpunches helped him outsmart Beterbiev, making it tough for the knockout artist to land his big shots. Bivol's fans are celebrating, while Beterbiev's supporters are left disappointed by their champion's first loss. This fight changes things in the light heavyweight division. With Bivol's win, fans are buzzing about new potential matchups and the chance for title unifications. Beterbiev, though facing a setback, still remains a tough opponent who will surely look to come back strong. Overall, this fight has shown that Bivol is a top contender and has set the stage for exciting future battles. The boxing world is eager to see what comes next for both fighters, reminding us all why we love this sport and its thrilling surprises.